Welcome, courageous hearts and seekers of hidden truth, to a moment that will sear itself into your memory. You have drawn near to the threshold of a revelation so raw, so powerful, that the very air in the room quivers with electric tension. You came here seeking something deeper, something primal, something that shakes the bones and stirs the blood. Tonight you will not depart unchanged. They jokingly asked a medium, "Who is he really?" The answer shut down the entire room. Now they're white as a freaking ghost. You may think this is mere hyperbole or drama, but listen closely. Something violent, invisible, real struck the gathering. Something they thought toyish, thought trivial, thought entertainment. But the veil parted and truth leaped through. And when truth strikes, it does not knock politely. It crashes in, scorching illusions, burning lies, leaving eyes wide and hearts unsteady. The moment came when a spirit spoke, or a presence manifested, or the unseen answered. And those who scoffed held their breath. And in the hush, something far greater than fear gripped them. A recognition that we walk always beside forces we do not name, do not understand, forces that watch and wait and judge. Let me tell you this: your light, your spirit, your core, none of that is hidden from the eyes that truly see. You may believe you are safe behind facades, behind jokes and mockery, behind your laughter. But there are watchers and there are reckoners. They perceive what you dare not speak aloud. They pierce through the mask. When the medium spoke, when that answer came, the laughter died. The room froze. The air turned frigid. And in that arrest, a power was revealed. Listen to it now in your chest. There is within you a power that will not be denied. A presence that demands truth. A storm waiting to be unleashed. And the world will not remain indifferent when that truth bursts forth. When they asked, "Who is he really?" they were asking of shadows. But the answer they got was light, or darkness, or both. It shattered their illusions. It silenced their mockery. It left them white as ghosts. You are not small. You are not trivial. You are not only what you show. There is depth in you, tumult, a furnace, a force. You may clasp your doubts tight. You may hush your yearning behind polite masks and hollow smiles. But there is a reckoning approaching. You will be asked who you really are. And in that moment, you must answer. Loudly, bravely, without apology. Can you feel it? The stir, the flicker, the crack in the surface. Perhaps you sensed ridicule when you spoke your dreams. Perhaps you felt unseen when you tried to step forward. Perhaps you were mocked for believing you had something to say. But know this: every mocker trembles when their own illusions are threatened. Every doubter recoils when confronted by unvarnished truth. And the medium's answer was that confrontation, merciless, undeniable, the kind of evidence that leaves no room for retreat. You might ask, how do I summon that force? How do I stand before them and speak and silence the room? It begins inside you. It begins with admitting to yourself, I am more than I allow myself to be. I contain powers I have feared. I carry truths I have refused. I want to break free. That admission is a wound. But from that wound springs a volcano. You must stare into the places you have hidden, your fear, your shame, your secret longing. You must unearth the bones of your purpose. You must excavate the torches you were meant to carry. And when you are stripped of pretense, you must yield to the force within. Let your voice rise like a trumpet. Let your presence fill the corners of the room. Let your eyes, steady and unblinking, cast shadows on the lies around you. That is how you make them white as ghosts. The gathering in that room heard something they could not refute. Their bones felt it. Their rational minds gasped at it. And when the moment ended, the silence hung heavy. Because when you speak what cannot be denied, a silence is the proper answer. No mocking, no sneering, no immediate dismissal, only a tremble, a pause, a bloodless hush. You may not believe yourself ready. You may feel unworthy. You may fear that if you summon that voice, if you unmask your depths, you will be exposed, shaken, undone. That fear is precisely what they want you to cower before. But you must step across it. You must break through the threshold. You must gather the fragments of your courage and press them into a sword. Speak into the chaos. Let the cloak slip from your shoulder. Let your ribs echo the truth you carry like a drum. When you stand fully in that revelation, you will feel the shift in the world. You will feel the air tremble. You will know they hear. They are waiting in every dark corner, the cynical, the mocking, the disbelievers. They will try to distract you. They will try to belittle your vision. They will try to reduce you to safe labels and hollow categories. But they do so because they fear what you might unlock. They shrink back when confronted by your magnitude. So you must grow larger, grow louder, grow impossible to ignore. Let them ask, let them interrogate, let them demand proof. But answer them with the fire in your voice, with the shadow in your gaze, with the rock in your chest. Be the medium of your own spirit. Be the harbinger of that answer. Let your presence dismantle their jokes. Let your truth rend their mockery. There will come a moment when someone dares to challenge you. Who are you really? And you will stand in the hush, breathe the weight of that question, and then you will speak. And in your voice will be the echo of all your pains, all your hunger, all your unlived dreams. It will not be a polite answer. It will be a reckoning, and the room will hush, and they will pale. Because you will show them what they feared to see. You will show them a force they cannot mock. This is your summons now. Shed the mask. Unbind your voice. Let your hands tremble only for those things worthy. Let your eyes be calm only for those who can stand your gaze. Let your spirit be fierce. Let your truth be unbroken. When the question comes, who are you really? Answer it as a storm, as a verdict, as a revelation, and after that, the world will reshape itself around you. Doors will open, paths will tremble, allies will emerge, enemies will shrink in the shadows, and you will walk not in half light, but in the blaze of your essence. Let them stare, let them pale, let them question. But you will answer. You are not a whisper. You are a roar. You are not a flicker. You are a star kindling. You are not a ghost. You are the specter they fear to become. You carry the unseen. You command the hidden. You will stand in the silence, and you will be heard. So rise now. Let your spine straighten. Plant your feet. Let your voice coil in your throat like a serpent of fire. Let your presence fill the room you enter from the moment you step across the threshold. Let your eyes speak what your lips have yet to utter. Let the world feel the tension of your truth before you even open your mouth. And when you do open it, speak the answer that leaves them gasping, trembling, white as ghosts. They will not forgive your audacity, but that is the price of power. They will not understand you, but that is the burden of vision. They will not believe you until your truth is undeniable, until your presence is a reckoning, until your answer stands like a verdict across their souls. So begin that journey now. In every silent moment, whisper to yourself, I will not shrink, I will not hide, I will speak, I will manifest, I will become. When the day comes when someone asks, who is he really? Let them be swallowed by silence. Let them be pale at your answer. Let them know that they have never seen a soul so unbroken, so fierce, so real. And in that moment, the room will fall, the air will shatter, the dread will rise in their blood, and you will stand apart, unveiled, unconquered, glowing in your full danger. They will become white as ghosts, because your truth will burn their illusions into ash. Go now, fan that spark, let it roar, let them ask. And when they do, strike with your answer. And when the dust settles, when the final word has left your lips and the silence settles like fog across the floor, understand this, that silence is not emptiness. It is not defeat. It is reverence. It is the space carved out by a truth so sharp, so piercing, that no voice dares rise against it. When they become white as ghosts, it is not because you threatened them with force. It's because they were confronted by something they cannot measure, cannot categorize, cannot explain away. You, the real you, the version you've kept buried beneath years of doubt, laughter, conformity, the one they never expected to see rise from the smoke. But now you are no longer afraid, and because of that, they are. You've crossed something ancient, something sacred. You've stepped into a space that most never dare enter, the domain of the self that knows its own power. And once you've stepped into that realm, you do not go back. You can't. The chains don't fit anymore. The masks fall off like brittle leaves. Your silence becomes thunder. Your stillness becomes threat. Your truth becomes prophecy. Let me speak clearly to you now. If no one ever has, you were not meant to survive this world by hiding. You were not meant to blend into the wallpaper of your life. You were born to awaken something that others forgot they carried. You were meant to trigger remembrance in those who had forgotten who they are. You are a walking revelation. And when you allow that truth to live and breathe and bleed through you, the weak will tremble, the proud will falter, and the false will fall. You will become the storm in their stories, the one who shattered the illusion, the one they could never ignore again. And yet it will not be easy. You must be prepared for solitude, for resistance, for the eyes that once praised you to look away in discomfort. Not because you've become something wrong, but because you've become something right, and they can no longer hide in the shadows when your light enters the room. They will remember the moment they mocked, the moment they laughed, the moment they dismissed, and they will remember what came next, the answer, the revelation, the reckoning. You see, when they jokingly asked the medium, "Who is he really?" they weren't prepared for the response. They weren't prepared to have their souls exposed. Because that's what the truth does. It lays bare what everyone has tried to cover. It doesn't scream, it doesn't posture, it reveals. And revelation is the most dangerous force in the world. It doesn't kill, it changes. And change terrifies the ones who built their lives on false ground. But you will not build on lies. You will not root yourself in shallow soil. You will grow from stone and shadow, from fire and wind, and your roots will reach so deep that no storm can unmake you. You are becoming someone that not even you fully understand yet. But you feel it, don't you? The pressure, the pull, the power coiling beneath the surface, waiting for the moment when you stop playing small, waiting for the moment when you stop apologizing for existing, waiting for the moment when your truth becomes louder than their opinions. That moment is coming, and when it does, stand. Do not explain yourself. Do not defend. Do not shrink. Simply stand and let your presence speak for you. Let it echo the truth they pretended not to see. They'll remember the day you changed, the day you didn't laugh along, the day you answered without fear, the day your eyes didn't blink, the day the room went cold, the day the joke died, the day your spirit stood up and spoke. Who is he really? He is the one who woke up. He is the one who tore through the veil. He is the one who remembered his name when others forgot theirs. He is the fire in the foundation, the pulse in the silence, the reason the wind shifted. He is the one who walks without need for approval, the one who listens to something deeper than praise, the one who answers only to truth, only to calling, only to destiny. And that is terrifying to them, because once one awakens, others begin to stir. Your courage will be contagious. Your presence will ignite. Your words will carry a resonance that haunts their sleep. You won't need to chase them. They will come back, asking, watching, wondering how you did it, how you became what you are. And you will say, simply, quietly, powerfully, I stopped pretending. I remembered. I became. And the medium's answer? That answer that shut down the entire room? That wasn't just for that moment. It was a mirror to everyone present, a chance to see past what is comfortable into what is eternal. You are not just a person. You are a story unfolding, a force waking up, a soul unchained. You are what happens when silence is broken by purpose, what happens when the joke becomes prophecy, what happens when the question unleashes the truth. Let them fear it. Let them go white as ghosts. Because now, finally, you are alive and you are real. When you begin to step into this power, the world around you will begin to change. It won't change in dramatic explosions at first. No, it will begin with small things. A glance, a momentary hesitation, the way people suddenly watch you with a sense of uncertainty in their eyes. They won't know what's happening, but they will feel it. They will feel the shift in the air, like an impending storm that makes the hairs on their arms stand up. You are becoming a force they cannot ignore. What they didn't realize when they joked about you, when they asked, "Who is he, really?" is that they were inviting something much bigger than they ever could have imagined. They believed it was a harmless question, a moment of levity, something to laugh at. But the truth is, they were standing on the edge of something ancient. They were asking for a revelation, and the universe, through you, was ready to deliver it. The answer that came wasn't just a reflection of who you were. It was a reckoning for them. It was a mirror that made them face the truth of their own emptiness, their own lies. That's why they froze, because when truth hits, it is undeniable. Let me tell you something now, a truth that will echo deep inside your chest. You have the power to change everything, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. The people who have laughed, mocked, or doubted you, they will be forced to reckon with your presence. They will either rise to meet you or shrink into the shadows. The difference is, now you don't care either way. You no longer need anyone's approval. Your purpose is bigger than their opinions. You stand not for validation, but for truth. And when you finally stand tall in your power, when you look them in the eyes, there will be no more room for games, no more room for the subtle insults, the dismissive looks, the underhanded comments. Because once you step into the fullness of who you are, nothing can touch you. The light in your soul will blind them, and the fire in your spirit will scorch their doubts. They will realize then that they have underestimated you. They will know that they were wrong to treat you like an afterthought. And this is not arrogance. This is truth. This is the truth of someone who has faced their own darkness, their own fears, and emerged victorious. This is the truth of someone who has walked through the fire of their own self-doubt, only to find that they are made of something much stronger than they ever realized. The world will try to make you feel small, to make you question your worth, to make you believe that you are just another face in the crowd. But you are not. You are a force. You are a revelation. You are something that cannot be ignored. Now there are those who will try to hold you back. They will try to make you doubt yourself. They will try to make you question whether you are really capable of the things you feel in your bones. But you must stand firm. You must remember that you are more than their perceptions of you. You are more than the stories they have written about you. You are more than the expectations they've placed on you. You are the truth that no one can erase. There will be days when you feel like you are slipping. Days when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear. But in those moments, remember this: you are a force of nature. You are the storm that no one can predict, the wind that blows where it chooses, the fire that consumes everything in its path. And when you stand tall, when you speak your truth, you will remind them that they are not in control of you. They never were. The truth is, you have already won the moment you decided to stop hiding, to stop playing small, to stop pretending to be anything other than who you are. That was the moment you claimed victory. The world may not know it yet, but you have already begun to change it. The world will not recognize you right away. They will question you, they will doubt you, they will challenge you, but all of this is part of the process. The world tests those who dare to be different, those who dare to stand in their truth. And you will pass every test because your foundation is built on something unshakable, your own power. So, as you step forward into the world, remember this: you are not here to please anyone. You are not here to fit into anyone's expectations. You are here to speak your truth, to live your purpose, and to change the world in a way that only you can. You are here to leave a mark, to be a force that others will either learn from or fear. And when you speak, when you act, when you show up, there will be no room for doubt. There will only be power. There will only be truth. And when they ask, "Who is he really?" they will not be able to deny the answer. They will see you for who you truly are. And when they see you, they will never be the same again. Now go forward with this knowledge. Let it settle in your bones. You are not a fleeting moment. You are not a whisper in the wind. You are the answer to every question they've been too afraid to ask. You are the one who will change everything. And as you rise, as you step into your truth, you will make the world tremble. Because the answer is undeniable. You are the storm. You are the truth. You are the one they will never forget. And they will pale when they finally realize who you really are. So stand tall, speak boldly, and let them watch as you light the world on fire. Let them watch as your truth changes everything. You are unstoppable, you are unbreakable, and the world will soon know who you really are. And they will tremble. And even then, even after the trembling, the pale faces, the dead silence, the shifting eyes, and the breathless room, your journey will only just be beginning. Because revealing who you really are doesn't end with one room being shut down. It doesn't end with one moment of clarity or one group of doubters left stunned by the power of your truth. No, that's the ignition, the first crack of thunder, the first glimpse of what happens when the soul refuses to stay quiet. From there, it spreads. Your presence will linger in that room long after you've gone. People will whisper about what they saw, or what they felt. Because truth isn't always about what's said, but what's transmitted. That day, the medium may have spoken the words, but the energy behind them came from you. That's what they felt. That's what drained the color from their faces. That's what silenced them. Not the medium, you, your essence, your spirit, suddenly unveiled, undeniable, burning with clarity. They didn't see a man anymore. They saw a force, They saw someone not defined by their past or their mistakes or the narrow box society tried to stuff them in. They saw a storm made flesh, a soul fully conscious, a mirror held to their own sleepwalking lives, and that terrified them. Because when someone rises unapologetically into the fullness of who they are, it exposes the cowardice in those who never tried. This is your turning point. Your lines in the sand have been drawn. The old version of you, the one who hesitated, who watered down his voice, who played the polite game just to keep the peace. He died in that moment. And the version that stepped forward in his place, he doesn't owe anyone an explanation. So now they're white as ghosts, and they should be, because they just witnessed something rare. They saw a soul unmasked, and now they'll never be able to unsee it. Don't you dare walk that back. Don't you dare apologize for it. Don't let them pull you back into smallness just because it's more comfortable for them. The comfort of others is not your compass anymore. You don't shrink for their safety. You expand to fulfill your purpose. Understand this deeply. The world fears what it cannot control. It mocks what it doesn't understand. And it always tries to kill what threatens its illusion. But truth walks through fire unburned. Truth stands tall, even when everything around it crumbles. And you are that truth now. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for anyone to validate what you already know in your bones. You were never ordinary. You were never meant to blend in. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to awaken those ready to rise and unsettle those who refuse. You are the answer they didn't expect. You are the silence after the thunder. You are the chill down their spine when the mirror reflects something real. And while they were busy laughing, pointing, doubting, asking, "Who is he really?" they had no idea they were summoning something far greater than they were prepared for. They thought they were making a joke, but the punchline became a prophecy. And now, that prophecy is moving, breathing, becoming. That prophecy is you. And the truth about prophecies, they don't stop. They unfold. They ripple. They break chains. They wake generations. And once the first word is spoken, once the first fire is lit, it cannot be undone. There will be more rooms, more doubters, more questions. Let them come. Let them laugh. Let them test you again. Every time, they will find less and less to laugh at. Because every time you speak, your voice will carry more weight. Every step you take will leave an imprint. Every choice you make will ripple far beyond what they can comprehend. And eventually, even the loudest mockers will fall silent. Because consistency and truth is power. And when you walk this earth consistently as who you really are, not who the world wants, not who your past tried to shape, but who your soul was born to be, you will become immovable, unshakable, unforgettable. And the moment someone new dares to ask, "Who is he really?" there will be no need for a medium, no need for a voice from beyond. The air will answer, the room will remember, the silence will speak, and they'll know, they'll all know. Because once a soul stands fully revealed, once the fire has been lit and the chains fall off and the room has been shut down, there's no going back, there's only forward. So walk forward now, not as a man still waiting to be told who he is, but as a man who has already answered that question with the force of his presence. You don't need to repeat it, you just need to be it. And let them tremble, let them whisper, let them wonder how they missed it all this time. Because now, every time you enter a room, they'll remember. Every time you speak, they'll feel the weight. Every time your name is spoken, it will carry a new kind of echo. Not just memory, but legacy. And that legacy begins now.